Hey, what's up, guys? Jason here. Been way too long. Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to check in. Everything is good on my end. Been very busy. If you look around, it's a new background. I moved, so I'm in a new spot, new apartment, nicer place for sure. So yeah, um, just want to check in. Like I said, life's been busy, but fruitful as well. So yeah, just moved, unpacking stuff still, planning our wedding. I'm getting married actually next month. Crazy, I know, but yeah, just really reaping the fruits of surrendering, the fruits of being sober minded, right? Being clean. It's just it's beautiful, and that's just like the thing is like how I used to think is like I always used to be so shallow. Like in my addiction, I was like so like instant gratification focused, right? And like this moment that I'm in now, like these awesome things happening in life took a long time to process and to develop. And even me as my character, my heart, like the man that I've become, it took years. And I'm still developing, still maturing, still working on flaws, still becoming better, right? But just getting clean, getting sober, like, gosh, man, I mean, just the word itself, clean, you know it's such a good word to describe being sober, the word clean. um because you're more clean, like you're not filled with the impurities that we used to put in our blood or our lungs or our mouth, drink, all the impurities of different forms. It's dirty, right? It's dirty, and sometimes you'll even feel that, right? Sometimes you'll feel dirty like that was the point where I was at. It's like, gosh, like these things are actually making me feel just like gross, dirty, like it's not, I know I'm better than this, right? uh, but anyways, just wanted to check in, guys. Share a couple of things too. um, a couple of temptations I've had, like not like overwhelming or bad temptations, but I often say like even Jesus had temptations. So being tempted isn't a sin. It's like pondering or acting on those temptations. But there's temptations that can come that you still like, you're not even, it's like you have a temptation but you're not tempted, if you know what I mean. It's very interesting to experience. But um so one example, I was with a friend and or a coworker of mine, and he just got a new prescription of Adderall. He takes Adderall like his whole life or whatever, and so like he shows me his bottle, like 90 pills of Adderall, and then I was with him at his house because he had to switch vehicles. He was gonna snow, so he wanted to get his truck. So I was in his truck waiting for him. Like he showed me the bottle in his truck, and then he went to repark his car, and I'm just sitting here in the truck like a bottle of 90 Adderalls, and it just reminded me of the old me. The old me would have been like, "Oh, let's grab a couple of those, or let's ask him if he can give me a few, or buy a few, And it's just like, it's in that moment, man. Like I could have took a couple of those pills or took one of those pills, uh, and then like, so I'm not gonna lie, that was a temptation for me, but I wasn't gonna do it. It was just like, man, like that's one of the biggest lies is like no one will know, or just one more time. And so I'm serious when it comes to sobriety. Like when I want to be sober, I mean sober. I mean No drinking, no smoking, no pills, no anything that's going to change my mood. I don't care if it's one time. I don't care if it's just this thing that I haven't done in so many years and it won't be a big deal. Like, no. Like, I'm sober and that's that. Like that's the decision that I've made, right? So there's no exceptions, there's no compromise, there's no excuses, there's no justifying anything. Um, so yeah. Another thing is my cat. Um, Unfortunately, there she is right there. Pepper, where you at? There you are. Pepper. Unfortunately, Pepper has she's got some bladder stones, and so I had to bring her to the vet. And the first thing to do is put her on pain meds. And it's like liquid opiates, basically. What I used to be hooked on, right? And there again was a temptation, like, oh, look at that, like you could take some of that, and it's like I said, I'm not tempted, like I'm not dealing with the battle of trying to resist taking it or not, but that thought is there, right? And it's just like, it just shows me too, like how humble we need to remain, no matter how long we've been sober. We gotta stay humble. We gotta stay, like, don't think like, oh yeah, I got this down, I got it all figured out. Like, first of all, it wasn't me. My strength is from God and His power. And if I start getting over prideful, over boastful in myself, thinking I got it, I got this down, like that's like the Bible says, pride comes before a fall. You know, and so humility, knowing why I'm free, knowing how I'm sober, knowing the power within me that is beyond me, that's God's power within me, and He gets the glory. You know what I mean? So it keeps me humble, knowing like how easy it would be to make a stupid decision like that, but I'm also not tempted to. You know what I mean? Like, I have thoughts or temptations with these two situations that I'm telling you. Um, but really, like, I live every day free of temptations, free of, like, I'm free. There's freedom. Freedom through Christ, freedom through His deliverance and His power. And I just wanted to go through some scenarios that we still go to from time to time. We can't put ourselves in this safe little bubble and just never be around a temptation. Like, eventually you might have something that's unexpected. Throw it, just something, the situation that you're in, like all of a sudden, like, whoa, I could easily do this and effortlessly and fall like that. So we need to be resilient. We need to be resilient with our sobriety, with our, decision to be free of these things, whatever they might be. And yeah, it's one thing to like purposely remove yourself from people and situations that are gonna have influence on you. Like, if you're struggling with alcohol, you probably shouldn't be hanging out at the bar. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. There's some things that we could just do common sense wise that we know will keep us out of like dangerous, tempting situations. But what about those situations, like the two I just mentioned? Like, I had no idea those two things were going to happen, and they were a form of temptation to me. So what are you going to do when those tests come? Are you going to pass the test? Hopefully you are, right? And we just always got to remember sobriety's always the right decision. It's never not, and remember why we're doing this. So much bigger than just you. It's like you can't even measure, like, the selfishness that letting yourself justifying being addicted or whatever, like on drugs, like justifying it, like, no, that's selfish. You know what I mean? We have the ability to impact, to help, to make such a difference with just our existence, with our life, with our story, with our influence. But if we're all, high, look strung out, like just too focused on us. We can't help anybody, and we're not even helping ourselves, you know. But if you help yourself, you can help others, you know. I know this is a super random video, but I just wanted to check in, guys. I hope you get some value out of this. Yeah, I love you all. I intend to continue posting here, and yeah, I'm getting married December 12th, so there's a lot of like wedding prep going on, a lot of different things I'm preparing. So I just want you guys to know my heart. My intentions are to keep making videos, even if I'm not posting as much as I'd like to right now. It is my intention, and kind of after things settle down, hopefully I'll get back to posting more frequently and more consistently. Yeah. So I love you guys. God bless you. Peace.